What do you do if someone points a video camera at you and starts asking questions? These days, it's not just if you're running for president or governor that NBC is going to put a camera in front of you, but you could be a small business person. You could be running for city council and all of a sudden have to talk to a blogger who puts a cell phone video camera in front of you. You might have to speak directly to your customers, fans, colleagues on a YouTube video or Facebook Live video. What do you do? Well, hi, I'm TJ Walker, and this is a special for the Saturday Evening Post, a special to you readers. I teach people how to speak their best anytime they have to get in front of a camera or talk to reporters, and I want to share with you some tips that I give my clients all over the world. So for starters, if you have to be in front of a video camera, the first thing you have to realize is you have to move. The first thing most amateurs do that's a mistake, they freeze. They think, oh, I better not move my hands, that's an unprofessional, and I'll look really smooth this way, and this way I won't fidget. This looks horrible. Huge myth that somehow you're not supposed to move your hands. All people, and I work with people all over the world from 6 continents, all people, when they are comfortable and confident, they move their hands when they speak. So when you stop moving your hands, anytime you're in front of a video camera, you look frozen, stiff, and uncomfortable. The next thing people always ask me before they go on a TV interview or if they're doing a Skype video interview, it's, well, where do I look? Do I look down here at the screen? Do I look at the reporter? Do I look at the camera? And look how bad I look when my eyes are shifting all over. The rule of thumb is if there is a reporter or a talk show host or a journalist there in front of you talking to you, just look at the reporter. Ignore the camera and look right at the reporter. You can't go wrong. Now, if there's no reporter around, or you're talking to someone through an earpiece, or you're talking live on Skype video or some other online service, then look right at the camera. Now, you're going to be tempted to look down at the screen. Don't do that. Just look at the camera and you'll come across much, much better. The next thing, when you are listening to someone and you're on camera, most of the time what people do is their faces go blank. So they look like this. How does that look? Not very impressive, is it? On TV, on video, if your face is completely blank, you'll look scared, stiff, nervous, uncomfortable, bored, and boring. So you need to have a little bit of a smile on your face. Not a gigantic TV evangelist smile, just a little bit of an upturn. You don't even have to show any teeth. You'll simply look more comfortable, more confident, and more relaxed. The next thing you have to really make sure you do if you want to come across lively on TV and real, is you have to move your head. Because again, what happens when people get uncomfortable is they freeze their head, and they freeze their body, and they freeze their hands. The real key to looking comfortable, confident, and relaxed is you have to move your head, you have to move your body, as I am, and you have to move your hands. Even if your hands don't show, if they're not up here, they're down below the screen, the fact that you're moving your hands will move your body, will energize you, will make you sound more conversational or fluid. Because when you freeze your hands and freeze your body and freeze your head, you may get the words just right, but you will look and sound like a robot and no one will believe you. You don't want to be like that. Now, here's a little trick I want to share with you. I do this with all my private clients, whether I'm working with presidents of countries or Nobel Peace Prize winners, beauty pageant winners. I secretly tape them when they're just having a conversation with me. Then we play it back and we analyze what is it this person does when they're just relaxed and they're not on camera, but they're just chatting. Because most of the time, how you are when you just talk to someone is exactly how you should be when you're going on video. It's not about acting for the camera. It's about not acting scared. The problem most people have, whether they are small business executives, consultants, authors, experts, teachers, first-time political candidates, is they just freeze themselves up. They're trying to memorize too much stuff. That takes us to the next point. You really have to have a clear, focused message. You can't educate the reporter on 100 and 200 and 500 things you know. You need to narrow it down to your top 3 points. Don't try to be all things to all people and show everyone how smart you are. Narrow your focus down. If you do that, you'll have a clear message. This way, when you're answering questions, you can focus on what is really important, and you don't get lost in all the shuffle. Now, I spend sometimes 8 hours working one-on-one with an executive, sometimes 5 days. But let me give you a real shortcut. If you really want to get good at this, the number one lesson I have for you is practice whatever it is you want to do on video, just holding your own cell phone. Just pull it out of your pocket, hold your cell phone, practice what it is you want to say. This works whether you're doing an interview with 60 Minutes, whether it's the local ABC affiliate, whether you're going to your kid's career day and an 8-year-old student wants to interview you for a student blog. This will work. Practice what you want to say on video. Look at it. Figure out, what do you like? What do you not like? If you see something you don't like, if your voice is flat and monotone, then change your voice. If it's so soft you can barely hear it, the next time, bring your volume up. You can change it yourself. The number one thing that's going to give you confidence before your next TV interview, your next Skype video, is if you practice on video until, here's the catch, and it's a big one. You have to practice until you like what you see on video. So it's not enough to practice on video. It's not enough to look at it on video. It's not enough to dissect it once or twice. You have to keep practicing how you come across on video until you love what you see. If you do that, guess what? It is impossible to be nervous, because we get nervous about fear of the unknown. If you already know how you look, how you sound, and that you're coming across your very best, you're not going to be nervous anymore, and you're going to come across really well. So if you forget everything else, please, I beg of you, follow that one tip. Practice every speech, every media interview, every YouTube that you're going to do when you think people are going to see it. Keep practicing until you love your style and your substance. Do that, and you're going to be a successful communicator. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. If you'd like to learn more about this, and you want more tips on how to be a better communicator on video, Skype interviews, on news media interviews, and how to give more effective speeches, then I urge you, check out my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/TJ Walker Speak to Influence. You can also sign up for my newsletter and get information about my online courses by going to MediaTrainingWorldwide.com. I'm TJ Walker for the Saturday Evening Post.